Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Pirai Academy. In this series of Soliton interview question, today we are going to see about a question called matrix multiplication. As you know already, it is an easy question and it is asked for the 2026 batch for short programming round. Okay, fine. So here they will be given two matrices of a size of some dimension of n cross m. Okay, and you want to give the output of their multiplication. Fine. So what is the basic of this multiplication is the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of row of the second matrix. So this is the condition for the multiplication of matrices. If this condition is not satisfied, then there itself you can return what it is. This matrix is not multiplied, like that, whatever they are asked in that scenario. Okay, fine. Now let us go to the example. See here, input is 2 cross 3 and they have given some matrix like this as an input. Okay, now again the input is 3 cross 2 and they have given some matrix like this. Now the output should be what? This. Okay, how this output is derived, let us see here. So let me erase this. Fine. Now just see here, let us multiply these two matrices. Okay, first of all, what is the procedure to multiply the matrices? So if you already know, you can skip to the logic part. If you don't know, just see this video so that you can understand how to multiply the matrices first. I think they will be giving this in the question itself. However, you can also know about this matrix multiplication because it is a basic mathematics. Okay, fine. So the matrix multiplication is like, we will be taking row by row. Okay, and we will be multiplying them with corresponding column values and summing their result. Like I'll be taking the first row and multiplying each and every values in the first column of the second matrix and second column of the second matrix. Like for example, this one and this one is multiplied, so it will be of 1 into 1 is 1 only. Okay, plus this 2 and this 1 is multiplied, so it will be 2 again, plus this 3 and this 1 is multiplied, so it is equal to 3. Fine. Now again you will be taking this 1 and multiplying with this 2. Okay, and writing in the next point, which means this is 0 comma 0, right? Now you are going to write in 0 comma 1. Now 1 into 2 is 2, plus this 2 and this 1 again 2, plus this 3 and then this 1, so which is equal to 3. Hope you understand this. Now what is the next step? The next step is go to the next row, because for this row I have gone to the first row and second column and the first column, right? Now it's time to go to the second row. What is the second row's element? It is 4. Now 4 into 1, which is equal to 4, plus 5 into 1, which is equal to 5, again plus 6 into 1, which is equal to 6. Okay, so this is 1 comma 0. Okay, first row and 0th column as you represent in the programming. Okay, fine. Now again with the same row we want to do for the second column also. So it will be what? It will be 1 comma 1. Okay, now here 4 into 2, which is equal to 8, plus 5 into 1, 5, plus 6 into 1, which is equal to 6. So by adding these values you will be getting the result as what? See here you will be getting the result as 6, here you will be getting the result as 7, here you will be getting the result as 15, here you will be getting the result as 7, so 19. Can you understand this? Yes. So this is equal to this output. So now hope you understand what is the logic behind or how to do the matrix multiplication. Please try this matrix multiplication by yourself. Okay, first, if you don't know or if you have any struggles, just continue with my logic, or else just do it by yourself itself. Okay, fine. So first of all, how to do this? So the basic skeleton is, we want to identify what is the resultant dimension, right? If the dimension is 2 cross 3 and 3 cross 2, then the resultant dimension is 2 cross 2, right? First of all, we want to know what is the resultant dimension so that we can just initialize a matrix with those dimensions. Can you understand this? So how to find the dimension? For example, if it is 2 cross 3 and 3 cross 4, Okay, then the resultant will be 2 cross 4. How? You want to take the first matrix, this first matrix row, and second matrix column. Can you understand this? Can you understand this? So that you can form this resultant matrix. Fine. So how we are going to do the logic? See here, from this itself, first of all, you are just taking this one row and just multiplying with these column elements and these column elements. So the code or logic will be like, first of all, you are going to iterate over what? Iterate over some variable, and then it will be from what? 0 up to what? For example, this is n cross m and this is p cross q, for example. Okay, then this I will be going from 0 up to what? Up to this row. We are just taking this first row and just multiplying with these all 4 columns, right? And then I will be taking the second row, so that I will be taking from 0 to m for this, for I. Okay, now for another loop j, what does j represent? We want to take each and every column for one row, right? So I will be taking each and every column of the second matrix, so 0 up to what? This column q. Okay, fine. Now again I will be taking a k. Why I am taking again k is like, see here, now we have a code for, or we have a logic for taking this whole row and taking this every columns, but we want this particular index to be multiplied with this particular index, and this particular index should be multiplied with this particular index. Can you understand this? And this particular index should be multiplied with this particular index, so that what is the k value? My k value will be of 0 up to what? Up to the column of the first matrix. The column of the first matrix, because as you know, the column of m1, the matrix 1, should be always equal to the row of m2. So this is the condition I already stated you. Can you understand this? So here I will be taking what? This m. Okay. Now what should I do? Where should I place them? I should be placing them at the, first of all, I will be placing at 0, 0. Then I will be placing at 0, 1, like that. Can you understand this? So where should I place in the resultant? So resultant of I and j. Resultant of I and j. First of all, I will be taking the 0th row, 0th column. Then 0th row and first column, like that. So it will be I and j, which is equal to, or we will be adding each and every time, right? So add, which is equal to, what is the value I want to take? I want to take from matrix 1 of just I and k. Can you understand this? I will be taking from first row, or what is the corresponding row, but the column only differs. Right? So I will be taking the k. But meanwhile, in the second matrix, here it is multiplication. Meanwhile, in the second matrix, I will be taking what? K and j. Why? Because we will be taking the first column each and every values. First column each and every values by one row. So row will be variable. So this k will be representing the row. Hope you understand this. So this is going to be your overall code. Fine. So this is the simple logic behind the matrix multiplication. And telling about the time complexity, you can already assume what is the time complexity, or you can already found out, right? So what is the time complexity? It will be n into q into m. So this is going to be your time complexity. And what is your space complexity? It will be O of 1, because you are storing in the resultant. You are storing in the resultant array. Okay, so this is going to be your O of 1 time complexity. And also I want to tell you that don't forget this formula. Column of the m1 should be always equal to the row of m2. Okay, this is the basic understanding or basic thing that you want to know when you are going for the matrix multiplication. Okay, fine. So now let us go to the code so that it will be more clear. So see here, this is the code. So as usual, see here, m, n, p, q. So here, there I mentioned you like n and n cross m, right? Here in code, I just mentioned as m cross n. Okay, however, the logic will be same, but in coding the identifiers are different. Okay, now see here, first of all, I will be printing enter the row and column. So these are all the inputs, and here I am checking what the column of the first matrix should not be equal to the row of the second matrix. If this is the case, then I can directly tell you that it is impossible for the matrix multiplication. Hope you understand this. Yes. Now here I am just initializing the resultant matrix size and what are all the corresponding size of matrix 1 and corresponding size of matrix 2, and I am getting the input for matrix 1 and matrix 2. Now here comes the logic after initializing the resultant matrix as 0. First of all, we want to initialize the resultant matrix of 0 because it is a C programming. In C programming, if you don't initialize anything, then it will be garbage value. Okay, and also you cannot initialize to the variably assigned matrices. Like you cannot initialize here equal to 0 and 0 like that. You cannot initialize that. Okay, you can initialize only in the fixed size. Fine. So let me erase this. Okay, so after initializing this, now you can go with the logic. What is the logic? I have written that clearly. First of all, go with the number of rows of the first matrix. Okay, inside that I want to take for each and every row, I want to take each and every column of the second matrix. Okay, and I want to take each and every elements, not that entire column and entire row. I want to take each and every elements. So for that I will be taking another for loop. Okay, now inside that I will be adding my corresponding matrix 1 value and matrix 2 value and just multiplying them and adding in the resultant corresponding index. Hope I understand this, and at last I will be just printing the resultant. Fine. So this is going to be your code, and let me run this. Now what is the row and column? So first matrix row and column from the drawing explanation is 2 cross 3 and then 3 cross 2. Okay, so 2 and 3, and then what is this? So it is 3 cross 2. Fine. Now what are all the elements? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now here comes 4, 5, 6, and then for the matrix, second matrix, it will be 1 and 2, while all remaining will be 1. Fine. So the answer will be what? 6, 7, 15, 19. So we got the correct answer, and you can better just go with all other matrices. Like you want to find the transpose, adjacent, you can just practice by yourself. Okay, this will be enhancing your ability to solve the matrix questions. To know about these kinds of algorithms, just go and search in my YouTube channel. And if you really like this video and subscribe to my channel. Don't skip any videos in this playlist because all videos will be helpful once you are appearing for the Soliton interviews. Thank you.